Okay. Hey, dads. Yeah, you. The one that's juggling diaper changes, snack time, toddler tantrums, and what probably feels like 1,000 loads of laundry a day. Welcome. My name's Tony, and today we're going to be talking about a game plan. Not just being a stay-at-home dad, but making money while you're at home, so you can bring value, purpose, and income into your day. But this isn't the only video I'm going to do because it is a robust topic. So subscribe because I'm going to be doing an entire series about how you can be a stay-at-home dad that can make enough money to live well and be with your kids. Because here's the absolute truth. Choosing to stay at home with your kids doesn't mean you're giving up being the provider or that you can't build on something meaningful. In fact, there are dads out there doing just that, and I'll share some stories to inspire you. So if you're ready to swap guilt for action to turn your time at home into a powerful platform, stick with me. We're going to do this thing. And just a little side note, I am a stay-at-home dad, and I've owned my own company for 4 years now. We have a 2-year-old, and I'm lucky enough to where my wife also works from home for a corporation, but she's been remote since the pandemic. And I must say, we're very happy. Never been this happy, quite frankly. And when you talk to a lot of parents specifically that can work remote and be a stay-at-home parent, I think it's beautiful, and I think it's great. And I don't think you're going to have any regrets because you can do both. Don't be afraid you're going to leave the workforce and be with a company that maybe you don't have any growth in, because to me, being with your kids is the most important, especially at an early age. You can always find a job, but you can never get those moments back with your kid. Now, we're going to be going over a lot in this video, but I'm really excited to share this with you because I don't want to gatekeep anymore. I mean, I think every dad and mom, quite frankly, should have the opportunity to do things like this. Live comfortably by working at home and staying with their kid. And I hope you're going to stick around because I think it'll be worth it for you. Number one, why is being a stay-at-home dad powerful? You're in a unique position because you're at home, so you're present. You can see moments that a lot of dads out there are missing. You build a relationship with your kids, and that's complete gold. Not to mention, this is the most important part, it's not less than being the breadwinner of the family. It's just different. In fact, one father, Lewis Bird, who left a business career to become a stay-at-home dad, wrote, "I realize the true measure of a man is the impact he leaves on people around him. I am blessed with the time and the ability to have the greatest impact on the people's dearest to my heart." So that means being home doesn't diminish your value. It actually redefines it. And once you accept that, you can build an income stream that respects your role as dad first, hustle second. Number two, mindset shift from just dad to dadpreneur. Someone who uses the time at home strategically. So here's 3 mindset moves. Value what you're building. Being at home is an asset, not a weakness. Time is your resource. You have hours when the kids nap or early morning. Use them. Leverage skills and interests. You already know your family, your pain points, your story. Use that to your advantage. For instance, on a freelancing blog, a stay-at-home dad described that he shifted from making $35 to $40K a year to over $100,000 a year by choosing digital skills and owning the role of working from home father. This is the Freelance Family Man. So your story as dad is your unique edge. Everyone's different. Number 3, realistic income paths you can start from home. Now the meat. How do you actually make money while staying at home with your kids? Well, here are 3 fairly realistic paths. And yes, you can mix them. A, freelance or remote digital skills, kind of like I just mentioned. If you have skills like writing, video editing, graphic design, or coding, you can actually take a lot of short gigs when kids nap or before and after they go to sleep. Example, the blog that I mentioned above, you could check them out, Freelance Family Man. And yeah, it's a lot of freelance work, so it seems risky, but isn't just having a job risky as well? For someone who got laid off from companies that went bankrupt, which was out of my control, nothing is really guaranteed. So you might as well just bet on yourself, which is the power of freelancing. B, a side hustle. Maybe something product-based. Create something new. Sell it multiple times. Digital products are good, courses, printables, maybe some niche e-commerce stuff. Here's a good example. On Reddit, one stay-at-home dad in Australia said, "I wreck out cars on Facebook. Works well with the little one." Now that's a niche hustle, but it shows creativity and flexibility. You could even flip furniture if you want from Facebook. Get some stuff for free and flip it to turn a profit. C, content authority building. Document your dad journey. Maybe create a blog, create a YouTube channel, a podcast, build trust and monetize with ad sponsorship and affiliate links. Now, I'm probably going to do an entire video on affiliate links because that's how I make a bulk of my income. So if you want to know more about that, make sure you subscribe because that video is coming soon. Now, why this works, you're living your story anyway. There's nothing you're really doing different. You're just documenting it and sharing it with the world. People want authenticity. That's personally what my channel is a lot about. My podcast and a lot of my dad tips and tricks. I post a lot of it, not just on YouTube, but across all platforms. Because A, A, it brings value, but also B, it's allowed me to gain a good following that I can then leverage into sponsorship deals and use brands to join their affiliate programs to make money. So pick an angle, maybe stay-at-home dad fitness, dad and toddler budget hacks, DIY home business for dads, whatever. Start small, but just be consistent. Here's where it gets kind of deep. Your step-by-step plan for month 1. I'm gonna help you guys out here. Just be prepared to pause this and take some notes. Set aside 15 to 30 minutes a day. That's all you need. Week 1, write down your skills, interests, and time blocks. So what you can and can't do, what you're interested in, and so on and so forth. Pick one income path that I mentioned above and set a small goal. Maybe your first goal is find a freelancing gig or create a first digital product, film my first YouTube video. That's week 1. Week 2, build the basic infrastructure. So your website, Instagram profile, TikTok, payment method, your social presence, get kind of all that on the same page so that way people know what they're following. You're freelancing, pick 2 platforms. One would be Upwork or Fiverr, maybe even LinkedIn. If you're doing a product or something a little bit more niche, you want to get kind of away from that type of stuff and maybe start another Instagram channel or, create a separate TikTok just in that niche. Slowly build a following. Again, if you're consistent, it's a lot easier than you think. Week 3, begin execution. Pitch your first client, create your first product, upload your first video, track your time, set it as a habit. So just like you would show up to work at 8 o'clock and leave at 5 p.m., make those time blocks to where you're setting aside from maybe nap time, which is 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Maybe you're setting that window aside to make your video, post your video, edit your video, whatever, but have specific schedules for these specific tasks. Week 4, optimize and systemize. So refine the process. So set a schedule and set aside dad-only time and then work-only time, like I mentioned, but now you can kind of get a little bit more micro with it, really focus on what is working and what isn't working. And this might take some trial and error. Maybe it might take a couple more weeks, but really try to refine the process. Choose one metric each week. So start small, maybe earn $50, earn $100, get 10 subscribers, sell 5 units. Start small and celebrate those small wins because being at home with kids and building income, that's a win-win. Let's talk about some common traps. Trap. I'll just wait until the kids get older. Here's the truth. Time passes fast. Starting this now keeps you building and present, and you're there for the good times, the key milestones. Here's another trap. Trying to do everything. Pick one path, one product, one channel. Don't scatter. Don't try to do a bunch of side hustles. Really focus in on your time. There's another trap. Zero structure equals chaos. Working from home and having kids, it can be messy, but you need to carve out some time, do some time blocking processes, create boundaries, 30 to 60 minutes each time. You'll respect the time more if you protect it. Trap. Being ashamed of staying at home. Remember, you're doing one of the most important jobs. You're raising kids. Don't fall into the propaganda of the dad needs to work 3 jobs to pay for everybody. It's 2025. You can make money at home with these little devices that we have in our hands. So don't apologize for wanting to be a stay-at-home dad. It's a beautiful thing and a very difficult job. That's worth celebrating. So let's get inspired, okay? Ken Mack, he's a stay-at-home dad of 4, left a high-paying engineering job so his wife could earn $500,000 a year while he focused on being at home with the kids. He says no regrets. Lewis Bird, who's the entrepreneur turned stay-at-home dad, says the greatest impact he's made with his family is being a stay-at-home dad. These are stories that aren't just about money. They're about redefining success, or what we think success is. You can build income. You can be that dad your kids actually remember when they grow up. Here's what I need you to do right after this video. Write down one skill that you have. Even if you think it's small and pointless and can't make money, that's not what this is about. Write down the skill. Block one time slot this week, even if it's just 30 minutes, and work on that skill. Come back to this video, mark it as your favorite, maybe share it with a dad who needs to see this. And if you're serious about building this, subscribe. Ring the bell because in the next video, I'm going to walk you through a lot of ways that you can actually double your income as a stay-at-home dad. Let's change the narrative. A stay-at-home dad doesn't mean you're out of the game. It means you're in the game, but on your own terms. Dads, we've got this. I'll see you on the next one.